would they be able to say, that person is a Christian? I'm reminded of the person who, and his name is Brother Allen, and I call him brother. He wasn't a brother, but I call him a brother. He's no longer living. He died, but he came up with the name Difference Maker. And Allen hated Christians, or so-called Christians, until he met two real ones. And one day I was talking with Allen, and I said, Allen, you know, God does speak, and God speaks through His Word. And Allen was like, God speaks? I said, yeah, God talks. And I said, Allen, I know how you feel about Christians and everything, but he said, no, Karsten, I know you're a true one, and I know Tony is a true one, because you live it. The unbeliever, the unregenerate person must see us being a light to the world. We're light. Greater is He that is within you than he that is within the world. Christ is in you. Live as light. You know that the world is watching us? They're watching us. And what do they have to say right now? They don't have anything really good to say. Yes, there are true Christians in this country that are living it out. But they're ones that are claiming. And when you see those, you get disgusted. They get disgusted. I don't want anything to do with the church. That's what they say. And really, what they're really saying is, I don't want to have anything to do with Christ. Jay, talk to us.
I want to say to you, friends, here was a woman, listening to all the Christian programs.
He's talking about the stories.
A fanatical Christian, and had a home and a life that was a disgrace to the cause of Christ. My friend, a ritual is no good for a person like that. There's nothing wrong with a ritual. If you're right with God and you love Jesus Christ. I still love the story of the three bears. That the little girl, you remember that I've told this before on this program. Their mother was having guests for dinner and sent her upstairs to go to bed early. And she gave her instructions. She knew how to undress and put on a gown or pajamas and get down on her knees and have her prayer. And so the next morning, the mother asked the little girl at the breakfast table how she did. She said, fine. Says, did you say your prayers? The little girl says, well, kinda. She says, what do you mean, kinda? Well, she says, I got down on my knees to say that memorized prayer I got, and it just occurred to me that maybe God got tired of hearing the same thing all the time, so I just crawled into bed, and I told him the story of the three bears. My friend, I think God enjoyed that evening. That precious little girl already sensing that there's something wrong with the ritual when the heart is wrong. And the ritual can be all right, and I think God listened to the story of the three bears. I wish that some church services today could be that interesting, by the way, and I think it would get God's attention. Why all these problem churches today? Why all these problem Christians?
Tell us, Jay. Tell us why. Go on.
Today. I'll tell you why. It's because, my friend, that we go through a rite, we go through a ritual, we perform a liturgy, and I don't care, even we in fundamental churches open with the doxology and close with the benediction, and we do have something in between, and we feel like we've been to church. Really? Have we? Have we been drawn to the person of Christ? Do we know Him? Do we love Him? And friends, if you do that, you can go through any ritual you want to. You can stand on your head, and that'll be all right if you're right with the Lord. We'll pick up there next time. Until then, may God richly bless you, my beloved.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I want to leave you with something that maybe you need to hear. It's really what the church should be like. It's been a blessing talking with you. God be with you, my beloved.
Look at what he's done with black, white, fine with the husband, beautiful church. Look at what he's done with black, white, brown, Asian, Hispanic, African, Jew. Who could do that but God? The proper response to the church of worship, the people of God, when they look upon the church, isn't critique and evaluation. It isn't to spot all the limitations. The proper response of a heart oriented toward God that loves God and loves all that God does. The proper response to the church is, oh my God. Oh, how staggering. Oh, how beautiful. And this is my God, my covenant God, the one who has saved me, the one who gave his son for me. This is my God, he's my God, and we are his people. Oh my God, look at the church.